Hi guys, my name is Mary and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I'm gonna be doing an educative video. Yeah, so today I'm gonna be telling you what is a J1, how did I join J1, how did I come to know about J1, how has been my journey, has it been fun, has it been sad, So I'll be telling you everything, how the process was hard, was it easy for me, So I'm gonna be telling you first of all, what is a J1? You might be asking yourself, what is a J1? Like I hear about a J1. I was once there. I didn't know what a J1 was. So basically a J1 is a program where you go to the United States. I mean, it's not only United States. I think there are some other countries, but I'm specifically going to be talking about the US. For 1 year, it's like a training where you go for 1 year, but they pay you to work for them, and you gain experience. You get to experience culture. You get to travel and everything. It's really fun. It's really educative. I will literally recommend it. 100% recommend it. So, how did I get to know about J1? Funny story. I didn't know anything about J1. So, when I finished high school, when I completed my high school, I joined a college. It's a famous college. I don't know, some of you might be knowing about it, some of you might not be knowing about it, but it's called Aboma International Hospitality College. It's in South Sea. It's a really good college. I haven't been paid to advertise, but if you do good, I will always be like, tag something is good. So it's really good. So I joined there. And when I was joining, I didn't know where my future will be in the next 3 years. I was just like, oh, I'm excited to do hospitality. I love things with hospitality. So I was like, yay, this is the school that I'm gonna go. So there I was in Burma. And then we had like what is it called? Enrollment? No, orientation. Orientation. So we had an orientation. So at this orientation, we were with our parents, and then the school was like, oh, so this is school. We have like these things, we do these things, and then we have this thing called J1. And if you're interested, after you finish if you complete your 2 years and you're interested to go to a J1, they can always help us. And then I was like, wow, I'll really work hard for that. And then 2 years went really fast. I completed my college, and then I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go for my J1. And the good thing with that school, they don't only offer like one sponsorship, they have like several sponsorship. So they had like more than 3. I knew 3 of them. So I told my mom, and my mom was like, okay, let's see how it goes. So I tried 2 of them, and then one of them, I'm not gonna mention any sponsorship, but one of them was really not good with communication, and I'm a really impatient person. So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go with you guys. So I canceled them, and then I went with this other company. This other company was like really, really good with communication. Like they used to respond my message like immediately, and I was like, this is what I want. I want to work with someone who is responding, like someone who sees the value, So I contacted them, and they were like, oh, we need to set an interview with you. And then I was like, yeah, sure. And then so I did an interview with them, and the first interview it's really easy. So it's just getting to know you, like what you like to do, what you're interested in, or are you looking for, So we had the first interview. It was really easy, and then they were like, so at that interview they were like, are you looking to go in a specific place in the US? I was like, well, this is my first time to travel. I don't have any family member in the US, so you tell me. And then they were like, what are you looking for? I was like, well, I come from a village in Kenya. I don't come in a city place. So I was like, I want something that is gonna be smooth for me, easy for me. Like I will have to adapt with life like fast, So I was like, yeah, I need a place where I can adapt to life like very fast. And then they were like, yeah, I know a place where you can get it easy. And at first they gave me Florida, but I was like, yo, I'm not about to go to a place that is really warm. So I was like, no, also I don't want a place that is really warm, because if Mombasa is warm for me, what if, and the way here like Florida is really warm. So I was like, no, But I mean, you can always go for Florida. That is my personal opinion. And then they were like, okay, then we have this other place. And then I was like, okay. And then they told me they have 3 hotels in this specific place. And then I was like, okay, let's see. And then they gave me the list of the hotel, and I was like, okay, I'm new to this place, I need to consider something. So I considered housing, the first thing, and then transportation, the second thing. And then they were like, okay, one of these hotel offers housing. I was like, well, that's what we are going for. And then they were like, okay, we will set for you an interview with them, and if you pass, we will continue with the process, but if you don't pass, we will have to choose another hotel. I was like, yeah, give it to me. And then they set an interview for me with the hotel. So I did the interview with the hotel, and luckily, I don't know, I'm just God's favorite. I don't know, I passed the interview for the hotel. It's easy to pass this interview. I think most of the people, they only do one interview for the hotel, and I passed the interview. And then the sponsor was like, okay, we need like a $500 for the first installment. And then I did my first installment. Money wise, I would say it's a little bit expensive, but trust me, guess what, the money will always come back. The value for the for that money is way bigger than whatever you're gonna give it to them, so why not? So that was for the first installment. And then they told me before they send, because when you pass, you have to sign, like there's a lot of document that you have to sign, and it's called a DS 2019. So I had to sign all those documents and everything. So before they send my DS 2019, I had to pay my second installment, and it was around, by that time it was around 3,500, 4,000. I can't remember quite well, but it was something like that. But wait. But there's cheaper company. There is cheaper company than that. So that's, I mean, like, it depends na mfuko wako. I don't know how to say that in Swahili. Yeah, it depends with what you want and how much you have. Yeah. And also the good thing with most of the company, they allow you to pay half. So like let's say if it's 3,500, they will allow you to pay like 2,000 and no, they will allow you to pay like 1,700 or 1,800, if I don't know, something like that. Yeah, like they will allow you to pay half, and then when you come to the US, you will have to finish the remaining amount of money. But my parents, they were like, okay, they were okay paying the whole amount. So I was lucky again. I didn't have to like worry about the payment. So my parents, they're really supportive. They paid like the whole amount, and then they sent me the DS 2019. So make sure before you start to what is it called, before you
I'm sorry, I don't speak English very good, but I am speaking English 50-50.
Book the interview. My mind is going crazy. Well, oh well, before you book an interview, make sure you have received your DS 2019. It's really important, because sometimes I know to get dates in Kenya for the interview is really hard, but you never know. Like my first time, I got the dates so quick. Maybe that's why I was denied. I don't know, but I got my DS 2019 like today. And when I went to apply, because you need to apply for the DS 160 before you apply for the interview. So I went and applied for my DS 160. The DS 160 basically is it's an application where you apply online for an immigrant, and it's ask a lot of information about you, your school, and like you have to put a lot of information there. But that's what helps you to apply for the interview in the embassy. So my first time, I was just like DS 160, boom. And then when I entered to the portal for the embassy, guess what? Like it was on a Tuesday, and my interview was supposed to be on a Friday, the same week. Can you imagine that? And my friends were like, no, to get an interview, it's really hard. But the first time, it was like really easy for me to get. But as they say, whatever you get easily, think twice. Apparently it was easy, and I got denied the visa, which I didn't lose hope. I was like, okay, Mary, you gotta work hard for it. But it took a lot of patience. My family had to deal with me because I was like so stressed, so like a lot was going on. And then it was during election, and then when after I was denied the visa, I went back, and then I reapplied like after 1 week, and guess what, it was the dates available, they were the next year, and it was literally February, and they're telling me the only available date it's next year. I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is, I was like, wow. And then I was really sad. It was really sad. And then the good thing also, that's why I'm saying choose the right company. It might be expensive, but choose the right company. So I called the sponsor and I was like, hey, I got denied visa, but I'm willing to reapply again. And then they were like, are you sure? I was like, yes, I'm really sure about this. And then they contacted the hotel, and the hotel, they were really patient with me. So can you imagine, from February all the way to October, that's when I found a date again. And I found the date for the same month on October, and maybe it's because I don't know, it was the lucky month. So the hotel was really patient with me, the sponsorship was really patient with me. So I got my second time, I got my date on October, my second time to try again. And this time I will tell you about my interview, to be honest, because I don't want to make this video long, but I have an experience with the interview. Like, my first time and my second time, they were totally different, like really different. Like, I feel like my first time was easy, my second time was hard, even though that I got my visa the second time. But yay, what matters is that I got the visa, right? So when you receive your DS-160, that's when you apply for your embassy. And what is it called? I know sometimes the portal for the dates, it's really hard to find those dates, but trust me, if I found the date after almost 7 months, you're gonna find that date. So yeah, so I went for my second interview and I got my visa, and that's when I started planning to come, and here I am. So I will do another video for my expectation and everything to the next video, because I don't want to make this video so long. But tell a friend about J1. And you know what is good about J1? It's not only for hospitality people. Like, teachers can do J1, nurses can do J1. Like, it's quite a journey, an experience. I love it. Like, it's the best decision that I made in my life, and I feel like I've had a lot of culture, I've had a lot of learning. It's been a great journey, and I wouldn't want anyone to miss this, because it's the best and the best. Like, it's the best. So tell a friend, and yeah, let me know. And I can tell you guys the company that I used, and you can try your luck. You never know, you might be me the next year, you know, and you might, who knows, your sister might be me the next year. But yeah, I love it. And let me know if you have any question about how to apply for a J1. I will help you guys on how to apply for it, and I still have contact with my sponsorship, and they're really quite nice people. So if you want it, hit me up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you learned 1 or 2 or 3 things. Oh, also, you don't have to go to school for you to come for a J1. If you have like a 5 years experience in the hotel, you can come for a J1, because it's like, if you have the 5 years and have proof that you have 5 years experience, you can literally come to J1. So let me know if you want any assistance with J1. I will always help. So thank you so much, guys. See you next time, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, Bye. Till next time. Adios.